Welcome back to my channel. My name is McKenna. Just kidding. I'm totally kidding. Gotta do a touch up on my lips. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is McKenna. I am a freelance makeup artist slash licensed esthetician based out of Iowa. As you can tell from the title, this is going to be my summer faves, like my go-to products from this summer. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. So first I'm going to start off with skincare, since skincare goes before makeup in your daily routine. Well, first off, I've been loving the Bedascu skincare line, and I went to the makeup show in Chicago in June, and I ended up purchasing some items full size and trying out some different products. So first, I want to talk about the Botanical Exfoliating Scrub. With the Bedascu line, they always say on the product or on display like what skin types these products are good for. So this one, it says all skin types. I don't know if you can see that right there, but that's where it always says what skin type will benefit from this product. So this is good for all skin types. So I will read a little bit of the back. The finely ground seeds of the Ecuadorian ivory palm provide effective yet gentle exfoliation to remove dead skin cells. Antioxidant rich ginger, ginkgo, and green tea extracts are blended with moisturizing coconut and aloe, leaving behind softer, younger looking skin. It says you can use this 2 to 3 times a week, and I definitely would say to not overuse this because you can overwork your skin, which in return, it's just as damaging as not taking care of it. So please follow the directions, but I love it. My skin definitely feels a lot more like smooth. I have really bad texture with my skin, and I feel like this has helped a ton. So I definitely can tell a difference when I am done using it. Next would be, in your routine will be a mask. Y'all, I am telling you, this flower and tonic mask, it has changed everything about masks. Like, if I have any like pustules, pimples, or whatever that are about to pop, I put this mask on, and it's like this mask does the work for me. Like my pimple, it sounds really gross and really TMI, but my pimple will start oozing as if I had popped it, but it was this mask that did it. Like, this mask did the job for me. Just reading what it says about it, our flower tonic mask works to tighten pores and absorb surface oils without over drying, which I can vouch for that because I'm very oily skin type, which this says this is for combination oily and sensitive skin types. So if you're dry, I don't think this would work for you because this is meant to kind of pull the excess oils. Like it says, it absorbs surface oils without over drying while healing. Botanical's calm redness and soothes skin. Apply a thin layer, blah blah blah. It says leave this on for 20 minutes, and again, this one can only be used 2 to 3 times a week, so I usually use this when I use the Botanical Exfoliating Scrub. Next, y'all know, everybody already knows how amazing this product is. This is the Bedascu Rose Water Spray. So it's facial spray. This one does have aloe, but the aloe one is green. This one's rose water, so it's got the pink color. Herbs and rose water. Again, it's for all skin types. This is just so refreshing. Like right now my skin is actually pretty dry. This has just been refreshing. Like I'll just spritz it. Oh, and it just feels like so good. I don't know how to describe it, y'all. You can even spray this in your hair. I just use it like when I put on moisturizer, I give my face a spray. And then I also spray it like before, so I do my eye makeup, well I do my moisturizer, primer, then eye makeup, and then I do my face. So I usually will spray my face once again with this just to refresh it before I start my makeup. My face makeup, I don't know. It says you can use it to set makeup, soothe your skin in dehydrating conditions, or just give your skin a quick boost anytime, anywhere. Lightly mist over face and neck as needed. So use this to like spray my brush if I want to get it damp, to have my shimmery shadows just pop a little bit more. I need to get a drink.
Y'all like my cup? Boss lady
Okay, so then moving on to moisturizer, I have been using this Aloe moisturizer. It says it's for combo oily sensitive skin type. This does have an SPF of 15 in it. This can be used whenever. It's a daily moisturizer. I use this every day before I do my makeup and before I go to, after I wash my face and go to sleep at night. And I don't know, I asked them like special healing powder. I need all the healing I can get. And it says first off, it's for all skin types. Formulated for oily, troubled skin, our gentle sulfur-based powder helps fight T-zone shine, decongest pores, and balance oil in the skin. Comes with a little puff. And you can just like pat this on your T-zone if that's where you get oily. My face is oily all over, so what I do is I will take whatever loose face powder I'm using that day and mix it, put it in the cap and mix it together, and then I just set my face. So that saves me a step, so I don't have to go in and set my face twice. And I add this to some translucent powder where I bake my under eye, my forehead, and my nose, basically my T-zone, and it helps so much. So if you are oily or if you just have a really bad oily T-zone, this stuff is amazing. So moving on, the next step would be primer. I know this product is not new by any means. I've just been using it all summer, so I thought I would throw it in my summer phase. I definitely love the feeling it gives my face. It is just very smooth and like velvety. I don't know, it's really hard to explain, but if you use it, you know what I'm talking about. Also, what I like to do with my primers, especially in the areas that I have a lot more pores or texture, is I like to push it in. So like right here on my cheeks, I just push it in and I feel like that helps fill the pores a little bit more and give a more natural finish. Moving on to foundations. I have been using both of these foundations. Both of them were like poppin', and so I definitely had to try them. This one is the Milani Conceal Perfect. It's a 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, and girl, I'm telling you, this stuff is a 2-in-1. I'm wearing it today and I did not have to go. I should have on some areas of my face. I did not. I should have maybe gone over those areas, but for the most part, all of my discoloration and everything was flawlessly covered. I didn't have to color correct or anything with this stuff. Now with the Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir foundation, this is foundation with vitamins plus sunscreen of an SPF of 20, which is awesome. Only thing I don't like about this foundation, it is very scented, like very fragrancy. It smells like straight up perfume. Don't like to put products that like have a strong scent on my skin. I have very sensitive skin, so my face can react to it, and I just don't like to risk that, you know. I do, however, like the coverage and I like the finish of the foundation, but I've been using this one a lot more. I'm in the color, and the Milani one, I'm in the color 00B light, not even on the scale. And then the Covergirl one, I am in the color 725 buff beige. And then like, I know a lot of these products you guys all know and I love and already use for however long, but this concealer, I've gone through like 3 tubes of this concealer. I use it on my personal use and my professional kit. I can't even tell you like how different this is. I was using the Anastasia cream contour kit in my professional kit. I prefer this $3.99 concealer over that freaking $40 contour kit. Like, if that tells you anything, yeah, this stuff is great. This is in the color Porcelain. I believe this is the lightest. I like to use this for highlighting like my under eye and all the areas on my face. So this is the LA Girl Pro Conceal. Let's go ahead and move on to setting powder. So I have been head over heels with this Maybelline Loose Fit Me powder. I usually use the pressed Maybelline Fit Me powder, but they recently came out with the loose version of it, and I can't get it to focus. But this stuff, like, I prefer a loose powder sometimes over pressed powder, just because I am oily. I like that extra powder on my face to soak up the excess oil. So I find myself sometimes baking with this, like taking my sponge and putting an excess amount all over. And putting an excess amount all over, and I end up baking with the loose powder sponge, or excuse me, the loose powder. Let's move on to contouring stuff. Lately I have been loving the Tarteist Pro Glow palette. This has both shimmery highlights for lighter and darker skin tones, a powder, and a cream contour. But yeah, I use the cream contour for cream contour. And sometimes I'll use the Sculpt, which is the powder contour. It looks more like a bronzer, but just not as much as the cream. And then of course I use the highlights in here occasionally, which is Strobe, and I believe that's Strobe and Stunner. Strobe I use a lot just to add that extra like pop. And then moving on to powder contour. Again, another oldie, the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I've had this palette for over a year now, and you can tell it has been loved. I love combining these two lighter shades up here for my under eye. Well, pretty much just set any areas that I highlighted. They just, I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like it just, do you know what I'm saying? Like this motion, I don't know how to explain this motion, just smooths everything. And I like to use the warm shade a little bit as like a bronzer, and then I go in with the cooler tone to actually contour. So we'll just move right into bronzer. I've been loving the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Actually, another YouTuber by the name of Sophia Paxton, she kind of introduced me to this. I believe she first introduced it to me when we did our collab together beginning of this year. And like, first off, the smell, oh, it smells like tropical paradise. And the color, like, I love it. It is light, it is good for us light girls, and they actually came out with a lighter version than this, and it's matte. So I'm not a huge fan of shimmer bronzers, just because I am oily. Actually, this is the light bronzer, I lied. So they have a normal bronzer, I guess. I thought this was the normal bronzer, I don't know. But yes, this is an amazing bronzer. It is super cheap, very affordable. So then going into blush, I have been loving this Milani Blossomtime Rose blush. I'm a huge blush person, so this blush is very buildable. It starts off light, and if you want to enhance it more, you can definitely layer. And another Milani blush that I love is the Baked blush, the Luminoso. That one is very popular. That's a good one. I actually, last summer, I believe I used that like, okay, I'm trying to get my drink. I used that all the way until the bottom. Well, now I'm going to move on to highlighters. So the first highlighter I want to share is a liquid highlighter. These ones are becoming a lot more popular this year. This is the NYX Away We Glow in Moonbeam. Excuse me. I'm just going to go ahead and swatch it on the back of my hand for you. So that's what it looks like when it comes out, and then blend it in. This stuff you do have to work fast with. It does kind of dry fast, so once you get it applied to the skin, you better have your brush or your beauty blender or your finger ready, because you need to start blending it in ASAP. And then I love, love, love to obviously top it with a powder highlight. So this one, these next products I'm about to share are pretty new, but they changed the whole game. So y'all know I'm talking about the Dose of Colors Desi X Katy collection. The packaging, literally they perfected every detail, everything about this launch. Since we're talking about highlighters, I'm gonna go ahead and point out the Fuego highlighter. So again, I'm just going to swatch this. Oh, this highlighter. I have it on like the tip of my nose, but it is, oh, I do have a review video on the products that I bought, which is almost the whole collection. So if you want to go more into detail about this, then you can definitely watch that. I'll link it down below. But this is amazing. Like, I love to top it on top of the Away We Glow. It's very creamy. It's so pigmented. Like, it's again another buildable product. So if you don't want to go like disco ball, then you can definitely lighten it up, or you can build it up to freaking shining star. So moving on to eyeshadows now. I only have, I believe, a couple products left. Eyeshadows, of course, I had to throw in the Girls palette from the Dose of Colors Desi x Katy collection. But this just, like I said, it changed everything. Their goal with this eyeshadow palette was to be a pop-in eyeshadow palette. They're meant to be that extra pop to the eye look. So I've honestly used this so much, and I just got it like a couple weeks ago. But like I said, it had changed everything, so I had to throw it into the Summer Faves video. Moving on to a different eyeshadow palette, Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. I could go on and on about this palette. Like, I not only love the brand and Jaclyn Hill, but they did an amazing job on this palette between the different warm tones, cool tones, some color in there, shimmers, mattes, all of that good stuff. This palette is perfect. I have been reaching for this palette so much since it launched. I believe they are going to restock until every single person that wants one will have one. So if you want it, I believe they are restocking it sometime this month. I don't know when for sure, but it's definitely worth the money. I know it's a little bit more expensive than the regular normal Morphe palettes, but like I said, it's so worth the money. I do have a review video on this palette as well. I will link that down below if you would like to go more into detail about this palette. And last but not least, my Urban Decay Deslick setting spray. This has been a savior this summer. I have been sweating my balls off. So if you are oily skin type like me, then this setting spray is amazing. Amazing. I guess that's pretty much the end of all the products that I would like to share with you. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you will maybe go out and buy and try some of these products. And if you do, please let me know, and let me know how you like them in the comments below. I really would like to hear your feedback. So yeah, if you would like to see more videos like this, then go ahead and subscribe and like this video. I definitely want you to be a part of my little beauty family. And I also will link all my other social media accounts down below, so you can join me on everywhere else. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.